Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, always good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Well, Tom, thanks for having me on.
All right. The Trump administration is making it a priority to reassert the Monroe Doctrine, but I have to start off here with what happened in the Senate Thursday afternoon. Some of your Republican colleagues voting along with Democrats to advance war powers resolution, which would bar the president from taking further military action against Venezuela without congressional authorization. Senator, your reaction to this vote from a constitutional perspective and also a legal one, sir?
I voted no. I think the president has the authority under the Constitution. This is not unprecedented. Other presidents have taken similar action, both Democrat and Republican. So, again, I think it's unfortunate that we had some Republicans break away and join the Democrats. So this is really just trying to poke a stick in President Trump's eye after a spectacularly successful mission that is, producing undeniable good. Nicolas Maduro is no longer running an illegitimate narco, drug trafficking operation out of Venezuela, and we have a real opportunity for the Venezuelan people to turn that country back into a prosperous nation.
From a homeland security standpoint, let's bring it back home. How are Americans going to benefit from a focus on resecuring our hemisphere and also our continued engagement on this Venezuela situation?
Well, to the extent that you can dramatically reduce the flow of deadly drugs, that helps people. I mean, we're losing 100,000 people a day to drug overdoses, not just from Venezuela, but that's certainly one of the source countries. The fact that we've had global adversaries, China, Russia, Iran, Cuba, operating out of Venezuela is not good for our hemisphere. It's not good for American national security as well. It's certainly not good for the Venezuelan people. 8 million Venezuelans have fled the nation because Chavez and Maduro impoverished what should be an unbelievably wealthy nation. They're rich in oil, gold, other minerals, that type of thing, all squandered on the altar of socialism. So this is, again, if handled properly, and if the people of Venezuela take charge, the good people, the people that want freedom and democracy, if they take charge, if they can defeat the remaining narco-terrorists, if President Trump, Secretary Rubio can effectively use the oil revenue to create the leverage to make this transition to a more democratic, free nation, this will be undoubtedly good.
Yeah, look, the root causes of illegal immigration is not climate change. It's despotic leaders. In part, it's despotic leaders like Maduro and Chavez. I want to pivot with you, Senator, to welfare fraud, spiraling out of control, places like Minnesota, California, and others. You are the chair of the Subcommittee on Investigations in the Senate. What does Congress need to do to stop this criminal behavior, which is happening apparently from coast to coast?
Well, we need to focus, first of all, what happened in Minnesota, recognize that is simply the tip of the iceberg, analyze all the fraud, all the programs, how the Somalis and other people in Minnesota got away with such massive fraud, how it avoided detection. By the way, it didn't avoid detection. What happened, it was detected. It was brought to the attention of people like Governor Walz and other officials within Minnesota. They just turned a blind eye. We don't really know the extent of their criminal or corrupt behavior, but my guess is pretty extensive.
Senator, just real quick from you, what do you think needs to happen to Governor Tim Walz?
Well, first of all, resign. That's good. He should resign. Okay, he's not running for office, but he just ought to resign. And look, I think those officials, starting with Governor Walz and other people who turned a blind eye or potentially facilitated it or did it in exchange for votes, they ought to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law if they're criminally culpable.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.